Hello my friends, it is your brother Hampton from Hybrid. If you don't know who I am, I should keep that in mind that some people clicking on this might just like the thumbnail and have no idea who I am. My name is Hampton. My brand and channel, my main brand and channel is called Hybrid Calisthenics. I'm going to link it down below. And in about 2 years or so, across social media, among other things, I've built an audience of about 5 million, 6 million, it's hard to say sometimes. And notably on YouTube, I got about 1 million followers in 2 months or so. Obviously not world breaking, but it is somewhat unusual. And in this video, I just want to share this kind of method of virality. It's not really a method because once you understand it, it makes a lot of sense. So it's not like a quick hack or anything of how I can do this and how, because it's happened enough times that I think I can say it's not a fluke. And hopefully you can use this to help your channel because content creation is going to be a very popular job in the next 5 years, probably the next 10 years. And a lot of people want to do it. And I really do want to help. So we're going to discuss how to go viral consistently. And then I want to talk about why you want to go viral. Because your goal is really going to affect the type of content that you put out, or it should. So let's just talk about how to go viral. So right here, I have some notes right here, and this is why I'm doing this on a phone because I have most of my time into my main channel. I love you all, so whenever possible, I sit down and I make a video about this. You want a channel with organic reach, and then you want volume, as in posting often, and third, you want to listen. You want to listen to feedback. So let's talk about organic reach. I've talked about this a lot recently. Right now, organic reach is basically just views you don't have to pay for. Facebook is usually an example, until very recently, an example of a platform that doesn't have very high organic reach for brands. It did in 2012, but right now it's not as much, because you can share something and the chances of that going viral are very, very, very slim on a regular page. Facebook Reels is a bit different. That's a very good opportunity at the time of filming. I don't know how it will be a few months down the line. But right now, short form vertical content is dominating the internet right now. They generally have the highest organic reach anywhere on the internet. Again, it's reach you don't have to pay for, because if you have $1 million, you can have a lot of people see your content, regardless of whatever it is. It can just be you looking at the wall, and you can have a lot of people see it if you want to spend $1 million on that. But this is views where it can naturally reach a lot of people. So right now, TikTok, Instagram Reels, YouTube Shorts, and right now, at the time of filming, the crown of all of them is Facebook Reels. Just because as you're listening to this, a lot of people are saying, Facebook has Reels? Do you mean Instagram Reels, Hampton? No, I mean Facebook Reels. They're a thing. Go on Facebook and look into it. And because demand is so high, because people are already on Facebook and Facebook is pushing them and recommending them, and a lot of people aren't even aware that they can make them, supply is relatively low. So it's probably easier to go viral on Facebook Reels than anywhere else. Okay, so short form vertical content, organic reach, and right now it's short form vertical content. Following me so far? After you have this, you want to use volume. The reason why volume and increasing the quantity at which you post is very important is not partially because of the algorithm. It's hard to deny. Not because the algorithm rewards volume, but just because every time you put something out, it has a chance of going viral. And you think, well, I want to spend a lot of time on it to improve the quality. But the quality is very subjective. Okay, I can spend 100 hours on a video and it might not do as well as The Rock, you know, saying hello and petting his dog. Just because the value of that, the uniqueness of that is much higher, and it took him 15 seconds and it took me 100 hours. By the way, I'm not bitter about that. That's just how it works. Like sometimes people spend hundreds of hours and I spend 10 minutes on a video that does very well. It's just how it is. So if you increase the volume, you're going to have more of a chance of going viral. And also you're going to learn. This kind of goes into the next point of listening. You're going to learn what people like. Because most of you think you know what your audience wants. You probably watched some video by some YouTuber or something. Fair play to them, not doubting them, but they're probably saying that you have to identify your target audience, and then you have this game plan and you're posting all this content. Most of you do not know what your audience actually wants until you post it, and then you see what they say. I had no idea people would think my fitness content was wholesome or positive. I wasn't even trying to be wholesome or positive. I was just being myself. I was like, this is how I would talk to a friend. Like, I would just thought, like, this is the type of video that, even now, this is the type of video I would make to a friend. If a friend said, hey, Hampton, how can I go consistently viral on social media? And I wanted to respond to them with a video, I would give them this video. But I had no idea. I had no idea until people started to respond to me. And when you have this, when you have organic reach and you put in a lot of volume, put in quality. You know, you don't want to just be like, film something, say something, joke, and then you wonder why it's not going on. Really try to serve, really try to make it good, but don't spend too much on it, because especially if you're starting off, you want to have higher volume. Okay, so after you have higher volume, because I already touched upon this, you want to listen. You have to listen to your audience. Otherwise, like, you might as well disable comments, because if you're not going to listen to your, well, I mean, there's a community that can interact, but that's a big part of it, is you understand what your audience wants. So let's say, I'll use myself as an example first, because that's the example everyone can go and see. When I started doing calisthenics content, I thought the thing that would make everyone stop and watch is the ability to do like one-arm pull-ups and human flags. You know, obviously it's not unique. You can go on YouTube or any platform and then people are doing them and doing them very well, sometimes better than I am. But it's unique enough that I thought people would stop and watch. But they really weren't. I put out that content on how to do it. I put out that content of me, showing me doing it, showing some tips. And people, it got some views. It was good. But when I put out how to do push-ups, just regular push-ups, not one-arm push-ups, not clapping push-ups, not Superman push-ups, just regular push-ups, that's my current most viewed video on the internet. It's probably been seen like, I don't know, 30 million times across. It's hard to say because then it gets shared on Reddit and news media, but that simple video on how to do push-ups was what people resonated with. So organic reach, volume, so you can really utilize that organic reach. And third, you want to listen to feedback. Find a place, use that place, listen to feedback. All right. Now, I just want to quickly touch upon why you want to go viral. Because my first viral video was a video called 1,000 push-ups. And I can show you the whole video. I don't even need to link it. I can show you the whole video now because it was 9 seconds. It was my first video that ever got over 1 million views. It was on TikTok. I put the camera, my phone at the time, on the floor. And I went like, 1,000 is a lot of push-ups. Good thing I only did 2. Okay, it was that. Okay, and it went somewhat viral because it was funny, I guess. And once again, not something I would expect to go viral, but it did. It got, I think my first video got over 1 million views. I think it got 3 million or so. Of that 3 million, about 1,500 followed me. My next video, which came in about 2 months, a month, 2 months. I had some other videos that did well in between then. But my next viral video that went over 1 million views got me 150,000 followers. So similar amount of views. One had 1,500 people follow me, and second one had 150,000 people follow me, which on TikTok was still substantial at the time. Now numbers are a lot bigger now, but it's like 150,000, especially when you just started with 0 a couple months ago, is substantial anywhere. That really gives you a community. And by the way, this is a different topic, but when you have that community, it's a major competitive advantage because then you can ask that community, how can I help you? And then you can serve them. So you really want to think about when you go viral, because it's easy. It's simple to go viral if you have cute videos of puppies and kittens. But when you do go viral, you want to think, is this something that's going to make people want to follow me? If that's your goal might be to sell a lot of these cups, which I filled with water, so I'm going to drink. I just thought it looked nice to have something over here. But I also wanted water. But anyway, there's no time to be distracted. I'm already over my time limit. It's easy to go viral with cute things, but those cute things may not have people follow you. If you want to sell something, then keep in mind, track it. When it goes viral, is it selling a lot of these cups? Because if not, then you're going viral, but people are just kind of like, they're looking at you, giggling, and then swiping up, and then moving on. Which is fine. Some people thrive on that. Some people have a lot of content. They dominate through volume. Like, they do so many, like, a lot of, like, funny content. And skit comedy is like this, where it's like, it's not a unique moment, but they do enough of it, they get a lot of views, but not really that many followers. But they're okay because they do a lot, they do like 10 videos a day, and they just win through volume. But if you want people to be able to follow you, which is why a lot of people are watching this, and it's fine, and having subscribers, it can get you in certain doors. I don't really like using it as a vanity metric of like, well, you know, I have someone like 2 million. Well, I have 7 million. It's a number. But you know, a lot of people are watching this who want to get subscribers, and that's a reasonable measure of your current social media success. It's one of the many numbers that you can look at. But if you want to get that number, it's best if your content is designed to be unique to you. If it's something that makes people want to follow you. I have a slight advantage in that many of you watching this and many people in the world are thinking, man, I wish I managed my fitness better, right? They think the responsible thing is to practice their fitness more. So that when they see me, they're like, oh, let's follow this guy. So it's like, it gives them like a sense of achievement because like, I should do this. But it's by and large, it's not, it's not the most viable one because people also think that about their finances. They think that about their health. They think that about many things. And if you want to do something like entertainment, like dancing, it is usually easier to go viral and get a lot of followers just because people are going to be drawn towards things that relax them and, you know, make them laugh rather than the things they have to learn from. But both are very big industries, but making someone saying, hey, can I tell you this joke is a lot easier than, hey, do you want to take my class, even if it's a 1-minute class. So hope that can help you. That's just how I consistently go viral on social media platforms. At this point, every major platform that I'm on, other than LinkedIn and Tumblr, things like that, I have gone viral on in some way, shape, or form. TikTok, you know, there were several videos that grew my following, and then it kind of goes in leaps and bounds to where, you know, I kind of grind from like 200K to 210K, and then oops, this video did really well, so I suddenly jumped to 300K. It's kind of like that. YouTube, very similar. Reddit, which is not usually considered a social media platform, also very similar. Instagram, very similarly. Facebook, similarly. And the good thing, and I'll finish with this, is after you have a grasp on what people like, and this is why it's important to listen, then you have the repeatability. Even you have to remake the content. Let me show you what I mean. Because as you increase in volume, you're also going to improve in skill. As you do more social media posts, you're probably going to get better at doing them. The videos that I noticed that did very well, relative to how I was at the time, are doing very well now when I remade them. For example, when I was starting off, I did a video, like 3 months into my social media journey, I did a video called Beginner Home Workout. Now at the time, it was well done, but it doesn't have any of my touch to it. And nothing that people would associate with my style now. But I did it, and it did slightly better than usual. Instead of getting 500 views, it got like 2,500, which was a lot to me. I was like, whoa, that's nice. So when I got an audience of millions, I'm like, I wonder if they would like the same thing, but made better. So I didn't repost it, I remade it. You can repost it sometimes if it's already like your style, and I do that often nowadays. But I remade it, and that one got millions and millions of views. Son of a gun. You know, that's just, you know, it's just like you test it with a smaller population, and then when you have access to a bigger population, you're like, I don't know, but I can guess what you all want better than if I was just flying in blind, which is why, you know, it's kind of, you see some people go viral over one thing. I don't want to name any names because they're probably nice people. They couldn't really help. They went viral over one thing, got a lot of attention, a lot of buzz, and then they have trouble repeating that one thing because they didn't do the grind. The grind is important. Virality is cool, but the grind is really when you learn to maximize when you go viral, because that's when you interact with the community. That's when you make videos like don't go viral, but help people. And that's really when you learn to practice your craft, because this is a craft. Being a content creator, very popular thing, but especially as we go into this next decade, there's going to be more and more discussion on being responsible about this, because you have a lot of people that watch you or listen to you or read the things you write. And I certainly don't think that you are responsible to like push a certain political stance or something. For example, some people think like, well, no, if you have a platform, you have a responsibility. You don't have to do that. But I do think you're responsible in that there's some trust in you, and you should take care of your community. It doesn't. I don't know if it'll ever violate any law or break any rules, but you should take care of your community, because never forget, they make everything possible. They make everything possible for you on social media in this context. Whatever you're doing, if you're getting brand deals and you're going to events and life is going well, try not to forget that the people who put you there is your community. Now, hopefully you help them, and that's why they put you there. But don't forget where you came from, is what I'll say. Just kind of an ending sentiment. Anyway, I really hope that can help. I am your brother Hampton from Hybrid Calisthenics. This is my thought on how to consistently go viral on social media. This video is about 17 minutes. I don't know if people will watch it. Once again, you don't know. What I'll probably do is I will get a bunch of these videos and I'll eventually put them on a website. So there's how to build an audience, how to go viral, how to monetize your work. And I'll put all of that on there. And then, because this is just like a side project for me, I love you all, but this is the video. I love you all. The videos are a side project for me, so I don't really care if I don't care how many views they get. In the sense that I'm not using this as a way to grow my platform. This is a way to already serve the community I already have. So I'll just remake some videos if you want. If people watch this and they're like, well, Hampton, you really didn't touch upon this part, I'll be like, okay, I'll just remake it. And then I'll just post it again. You know, that's sometimes not a great idea, but I just want to make out good content for you. Please let me know in the comments how I can help you all, because this is what I'm here to do. Hybrid Calisthenics is my main push right now. It's the community that, again, got me to where I am now, so I really do love them and I want to serve them. So then that's what I do with the majority of my time, but whenever possible, I want to sit down and I want to answer your questions. If you happen to see me in the Discord, in Cultivate, or whatever, feel free to ask me a question about this. Okay, I don't hide anything. Right now, there's nothing behind a paywall. Sorry, this entire video I did shortly after I got sick, so I'm still a little bit hoarse when I talk too long. So if I'm not as clear as I sometimes am, I do apologize. But I don't have anything behind a paywall right now. Like, I don't charge for consultation. And honestly, if you wanted to pay me, I'd probably just decline it. Because if I didn't have time, I didn't have time. But if I did have time, I'd do it for free. So I do love you all. Thank you so much for listening to this extended outro. It's in the end of the day. So it's kind of relaxed and happy I can do this video for you. I hope you all like it. Let me know the questions. Have a beautiful day. I'm going to click